everybody, it's Midnight Persona here, and I'm here to do a little vlog on ALA, which was a very fun, but also a very stressful con. It's Ribbon Con. It is a con where you go around and you earn ribbons, trade ribbons, and all that stuff. And a few of these ribbons I got mostly for the ribbon station. A few of them were from friends that I knew were going, and some of them I had earned myself. But I'm not really going to talk about the ribbons too much because most people who go to ALA know about the ribbon hunting and how much fun it is, and it's great. This video is probably not going to be super long. I just wanted to talk about what went on at ALA for me, and if you saw me or didn't say hi or I seemed like I was all over the place, why. For starters, I was doing Masquerade for ALA, and I was doing Raphtalia from the Rise of the Shield Hero, which was fun, and it was great, and we had a whole group, and there were 6 of us, and everything, but it was incredibly stressful. Like, I don't think I've ever been this stressed out at ALA. Normally we're running around doing stuff, but it wasn't even the Masquerade people. It was a lot of pre-stuff before ALA. So going to ALA, I was trying to go to like shake it all off and have a fun time, and then it's just everything exploded 10 times more than it needed to. It was so stressful. It was exhausting every day, and every day I had a lot of social anxiety at ALA because of the stress and because of everything else. I couldn't really talk to people in order to earn ribbons and stuff like that. So I got quite a few, less than last year. I bought some of them from the ribbon station to do the gachapon and stuff like that. So I would have had a lot less if I didn't go there, but I was having so many social issues this time around. There was a lot of unreliableness happening with our Masquerade group. There was stuff that we were all like in different places. A lot of us didn't think we had the skill level yet to do it. But overall, it's okay because we did win runner-up performance. So I'm super proud that we won runner-up performance, even though there was a lot of things that could have gone better. A lot of things that were, you know, really hard and everything like that. And I know I always get, the critique that my craftsmanship needs to be better, but a lot of the times the reason my craftsmanship is not where it should be is because of all the stuff that happens before con. I have a week or 2 weeks to finish the entire costume. I have other little jobs I have to do, and then like before con I thought we were going to be homeless, and then I thought that like a lot of stuff happened where money was taken from us, and we had just so much stuff happen that I didn't have enough time to really work on what I need to work on. So I know my craft needs to get better, but I need better time management, I guess, overall. But some of it can't be fixed with time management. Like if a surprise payment comes out of your bank and they weren't supposed to take money out of your bank, and now you're overdrawn, so now you gotta pay for the overdraw, and then every bank or your bank and the people are being very troublesome with you, so now you don't have any money. Speaking of that, while I was at ALA at the hotel we were staying at, I went to buy 4 water bottles, which cost me $8, and then they took an extra $40 from me. Apparently the machine sometimes will take a hold on the card for $40, and when I went to go get it fixed, they were like, oh yeah, we'll give you back your 32, and I'm like, no, you took 8 plus the 40, give me my whole 40 back. And then they were like, okay, and they were like, oh yeah, it'll be back in there as soon as possible. And then they were like, oh yeah, we don't know when it's gonna be back, give it some time and it'll just come back in your account. And it was really frustrating because that was the only money I had to eat that weekend. So I ended up spending a lot more of our gas money and the little bit of spending money that we had on food at con. Not to mention one of the trucks at the food trucks always do this, but one of the trucks like up their prices so high, and none of their prices were showing on the truck until you got to the front and asked, like, you know, they took your order, and then it turns out for a sandwich it was about $20. So I ended up spending probably over $50, $60, $70 on food, and the hotel took $40 from me. So that was a big stress that happened at the con. I am so sorry I didn't get to take any vlogging video. I was going to do all these cool things with the presidential election thing with Bowser, and do a little Junko walk-in, and do a little like Reptalia video with everybody, and it was going to be so much fun. And then the stress hit so hard, I had no motivation to do any of it. I was just like, I just want to go home, and it was really bad. I also ran into a problem with a staff member. I don't know names, and I won't point out names really, but it was one of my friends was being very irresponsible, and I was lecturing her because of the fact that they were working on their costume up to 5 minutes before we had to go into judging. And I had gotten upset, and I was like, you can't be doing this, that's not okay, you know, and I was talking at a certain tone, and the staff member came up to defend her and say I should stop yelling, and I wasn't yelling, but I was doing my stern motherly voice. And so she decided to jump down my throat and tell me to leave her alone, only because my friend had been working with this staff member in their repair station for the whole weekend, even though she should have been working on other things with the group and the costuming. And because she had been there for the whole time, they immediately saw me as a threat and began to lash out at me for being mean. Though there was a lot more stress behind it, there was a lot more story behind it, and I was so frustrated at the fact that I had to be sitting here telling someone who's in a masquerade, who's done masquerades before, that they shouldn't be working on their costume literally 5 minutes before judging. So that really frustrated me, and personally I probably won't be using the repair station at ALA because of the fact that I was attacked by that staff member for talking to my group sternly because of the fact that they were in the wrong, and they admitted they were in the wrong, but because they're tiny and they have a childlike sense, the staff member took the side of her immediately. And I wouldn't want to chalk it up to racial profiling, anything like that, but hey, that's always the case a lot of times too. You see small little girl versus big black mean girl, and instantly the defense comes in. And I could take it racially, and I could talk to ALA about it, but honestly I just want to forget about it and not worry about it, because I thought it was very disrespectful of them to jump at me due to the fact that they only knew this person for the little time they had been working with them and didn't actually know the background of what everything was happening. But that normally happens too when someone comes in and they cry and they talk about all their situations and their problems. So when the big bad mean friend comes in, they're automatically a victim. They're automatically the victim when it's really their fault. And we talked about it, and with the friend we resolved the issue, but I'm still very disappointed in the staff member that claimed I was yelling when I was not. I was talking at this tone because I was very frustrated, but I was yelling because the room was small and she could hear me from across the room. But maybe next time it was between going in there and talking to her sternly, or the group was just going to kick her out of the masquerade. So I was trying to be the better of the two choices. But that also caused me to have a breakdown, because I get really frustrated when people instantly point me out as the bad guy, and I was already so stressed out for the rest of everything that was going on that I lost it twice this weekend. So I know this con is becoming this video is becoming a rant video, so I apologize if you expected more happy-go-lucky positive stuff, but I just want to be real and talk about it. Masquerade was wonderful. It was fun to do, and we got so many compliments on our costumes, and it was really great. But I wanted to take pictures all together with our group, and everybody's all over the place, and once again, Nalfami's group wasn't at one point all together, so we didn't get to take pictures together, though other people told me about our other, characters running around. I'm like, yeah, they're with our group, but we haven't been able to be together. So that was a little frustrating for me, because when we do cosplays as a group, I like to be a group to get pictures and hang out, Then Junko was really fun. All the Danganronpa people were so super nice, and there were a lot of people who were super nice. I got ribbons from just being dressed as Junko, which was really, really fun. I got ribbons for being dressed as Xehanort, which was really, really fun. People really enjoyed voting who should win for president, Bowser or Mario, and Bowser won, so that was really cool. There was a lot of fun stuff. I ended up having the first mental breakdown at con when the staff member was lecturing me and treating me like I was 5 when I'm a grown woman, and I was also talking to someone that I was chaperoning and how they were being irresponsible, but this woman treated it as if I was yelling at my friend. But you know, that's what I look like. Apparently I'm nothing but an immature person who yells at people, I guess, when someone doesn't have all the background information. Yes, I'm a little bitter about that because honestly I really didn't appreciate it. So the second time I had a little bit of a breakdown, also with the being yelled at by the staff member. I didn't like it either because it was so much that when I left a room I was crying, and I left the room because for me a lot of times it's either cry or it starts screaming, and I normally don't scream, so I just started crying and I told her she can do whatever she wants, I don't care, and I left. And I was sitting in front of the judge's room bawling my eyes out and trying to calm down due to the fact that this stressed me out so much that there was a few friends of mine around who were also competing who saw me breaking down and freaking out, and that's very embarrassing for me because I like to be the strong person, and all these people basically got to see me have a breakdown in Raptalia, and that was frustrating. And I just don't like being painted as the villain when someone else who knows they were wrong did something wrong, you know? The second breakdown was after I found out the hotel took money from me, and that was the only money I had to spend on myself. So the only thing I brought home really was a little necklace, which is a banana alligator, because I really, really wanted it, and Ian was like, please get that, I want you to be happy, I want you to have something for you. So I got the necklace. It's this necklace. He's a little alligator, and it was so cute, and I really wanted it. I wanted the plushie, but I opted into getting the necklace because I could wear this with me everywhere. So after the hotel took money from me, I was outside, and I was just, me and Ian almost got into a fight, but it wasn't a serious thing. He was just super worried, and he didn't want me to just leave, and I wasn't going to, but you can't always account for what people are going to do when they have a breakdown, so I understood. And he was really worried for me, and everyone else was really worried for me, and I was just, it wasn't good. ALA was a very stressful time, and it wasn't the convention that was stressful because we were at the hotel right across the street, which was great. We could just walk in and go back to the hotel if we need to eat and come back and stuff, but like money issues, and then we came home to EOS Gym taking money from our account again, even though we canceled a month ago, but they took money from us anyway, and now we're both in the red, and it's really, really frustrating. So hopefully the hotel fixes their crap and EOS fixes their crap. There weren't a lot of arguments or any problems with friends per se, but I think because of all the stress and the worry, and the hotel was kind of messy, and I'm OCD and I need things a certain way, and when it was super duper messy, it was driving me insane. But it was something that I would have taken messy over all the stress leading up to Masquerade. It does discourage me from wanting to do Masquerade, but I really enjoy performing and making people smile. So I'll probably still keep doing it, obviously. It's just, it was a hard con. I apologize for any noises you hear outside. The maintenance people just decided to start doing the grass or whatever, so I apologize for that. But yeah, as fun as ALA was, I barely wanted to do this video because I'm so tired. It was such a tiring con. And it wasn't ALA. ALA itself was fun. It was great. It was Masquerade. It was situations. It was stuff out of our hands. There's stuff that happened before con that I won't get into right now that was really, really deep and hard for us. And Christmas was hard for us. And the start of the new year was hard for us. And then we were like, let's go to ALA and we'll have fun and we'll forget about everything. And then it got harder at the con. So it was like everything in its power is attacking us, and we just had no breaks, and it was tiring, and God, it was frustrating. So that is if you saw me at con, I was very dead inside looking, even though I was smiling, or if I forgot names of people that I definitely know, but I was just like, I don't know how to talk right now because I just want someone to shoot me. You know what I mean? Hopefully at the next convention it'll be a lot better. I'll be a lot more well rested. Everything will be better with money, and we won't be, you know, having issues like that again. But it's been pretty rough lately. But we're getting through it, and we're gonna have a good new year, and hopefully everything will just be better soon. And pray for me. If you have any questions or anything more in depth, feel free to talk about it. But I don't want this video to run on for too long of just me complaining. The only other problem I think I had at ALA is some people are always really pushy when it comes to ribbons. And since I was having such a bad social issue, when people were pushing through and like trying to get to the people with their ribbons, I would kind of like freak out a little bit. I was having a few like tics and freakouts during the con that I couldn't really control because of people being claustrophobic and pushing and all that stuff. So that's something that can't be helped. But it's just I hate when people get so aggressive about the ribbon game. But hopefully next year will be a lot better, a lot more fun, because we've already picked out what we're gonna do next year for Masquerade, so we'll have more time to work on it, and it'll just be the people that we know we can trust and do together. So thank you guys so much for watching my ramblings of ALA. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here on my channel and understanding that if you saw me, what might have happened. And if you like this video, like this video. If you like me, subscribe. I love you guys, and if you see me again, I promise I'll be nicer. The maintenance people are right there. It's so frustrating. I hope you guys have a blessed day, and remember that you are loved, you are beautiful, and you're wonderful in every way, shape, and form. And I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.